In today's show, we're taking a look from Mcfarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Gold Label, Azrael with the Suit of Sorrows. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back. And I am your host, Red. Welcome to R.P.Animations. And if you're looking at the figure right now, yes, he's kneeling down, praying to our God. You guys know that I'm Catholic. You guys know, or if you didn't know, that Red is not only a huge history buff, especially warfare, but I am a huge Knights Templar fan. I've had this guy for a while sitting on my shelf without doing the review. And for the life of me, guys, I know I have over 600 videos. I can't remember if I did the red one that looks like this. I don't think I even liked it. But my toy hunter, Pedro, found this in the wild, I think about 2 years ago for me. And it's been sitting there. And I said, you know what? I'm doing all these stop motion ideas. I just recently did Knights of Steel. This guy would be a great addition in that storyline if I was to do a stop motion, given the fact that Mcfarlane didn't do anything else with that line. So I got to incorporate figures that look like they're from the medieval times. And we've got Azrael here who's looking fantastic. Now, I'm not feeling the red mark over his mouth. It had to grow on me. At first, I thought it looked weird. The red one had it, but again, I can't remember if I did a review on that. I have done Azrael's, and as a matter of fact, if it wasn't for Azrael, this channel would not take off, because my very first video was the White Knight armor, black armor Azrael. Later on, I did the silver armor, which I totally love. Looked like a Knight Templar. Didn't know this guy was out there in the wild, and honestly, it was just fantastic that I have him. By far, I'm going to take care of this figure just like I do with my angels, which is my redeemers. You guys know how much I love angels, but we're not talking about the cute chubby ones that send you hearts during Valentine's Day. We're talking about the warrior angels, those that are there to protect God, those who are watching over us, our guardian angels. So the redeemer for me is like hands down. I've got like 5 or 6 of them that I bought, and whenever I see them on sale, I buy them because I just think they look absolutely spectacular. But enough about the Redeemer. Let's jump into Azrael looking all spiffy in his Suit of Sorrows or Knight Templar suit like I like. So, to begin, we'll start off with the boring stuff. All of us who've been on this channel, all of us who collect, we've got a million of these. By now, they should be in the garbage. If you haven't been throwing them away, I have lately. I've been throwing them away. Something Mcfarlane used to do a long time ago was the figure photography, give you an idea how to pose the character. Now he doesn't even do that. It's just laziness. Now they're just more focused on putting the character. So take a moment and read for a moment. All right, so now you've read that, and we'll take a look at my favorite part, because out of all the swords that Mcfarlane has made, this is the one that was done right. This is the one sword where not only you got Christ there, featured there on the cross, and, you know, God rest his soul, our Savior, but it's just a beautiful sword. The details, the flame effect, which goes in there like that, and the rigidness of the sword. All the other swords are very flimsy, but this is by far my favorite. If you want to call it a claymore sword, because I do have a claymore and it almost looks like it, not exactly, but medieval type sword with the flame effect. So, you know, I don't know what to say to Mcfarlane, but for me, when it comes to accessory, this is the one that was done right. I don't even want to. I have 4 of these swords. I got the Azrael one, saved the flame so I didn't want to lose it. But if I was to do custom, I wouldn't even touch this sword. I don't even want to touch it. That's how beautiful and majestic the sword is to me. Let's bring in the holy man of holy man. Let me take him out of his pose first so we can definitely details. And man, I didn't know how well done I did know, but I didn't like the red one. It just the color didn't uh do it for me, but this one does. But this figure is spectacular, man. The build, everything on this figure is just amazing. Look at the details of the face. And again, guys, I wasn't feeling that get up there in his face, but it grew on me. These I wasn't feeling either, but this is the signature Azrael wings or whatever he likes to call it. Just looks fantastic. Look at that robe. And talking about robe, I was going to get my Redeemer from Max Bird. Uh, in my opinion, another idiot. Like extreme sets. The Redeemer, um, kind of like Heavenly Toga, almost looks Roman. They're sold out. So again, how do you sell out of your own product? Give the people what they want. But again, that's neither here or there. Look at the knight gauntlet there, the knight arm, the sleeves. And again, we all know that this is from the early versions of McFarlane's releases. But overall, this is just absolutely spectacular. Look at that. Almost like a guardian angel. And guys, I don't want to sound like I'm a religious fanatic. It's not about that. It's just about respect and liking this. And for McFarlane to have done this, I can't remember if Azrael ever donned this suit. Let me know in the comments if he did. I don't know that much about him if he did, but this just goes hand in hand how McFarlane made a comic book out of the oldest story. How genius is that, man? So with that said, and you guys know that lately I actually read the story of the Violator, and man, the way he drew the angels there, or if he did it, or if anybody else loved the suits the angels were wearing. I can't sit there. People can't sit there and say that there's these heavenly spirits half naked wearing togas when we all know they were probably armored and probably had technology. So, again, but I'm not going to get there, guys. Please, I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, which I am at times. I'm not a theologist. I didn't study religion. I only like, what fascinates me and things like that. So, why don't we jump into the articulation? We've got the hood there, but the hood doesn't interrupt the mobility of his head. We do have the wings here. They are, I don't know how to say it in English, but in Spanish, they're flecas. They're flecas here or whatever, like the bicycle handles. I always thought that was a little bit weird. On this arm here, you can get that T-pose. There's no problem there, guys. This arm here. But on the other arm, maybe you can get a little bit, but you do got the armor piece here. Not a deal breaker. Is there a bicep swivel? There is a bushing inside the sculpting, so you do get that in there. You do get that side swivel there. It's only one jointed elbow, guys, so that sucks. However, being one of the early ones, he did exactly like I always say, put the bearing with the gauntlet to protect the bearing from coming apart. So he does look good there. The sculpt here is a little bit weird, guys, but not a deal breaker. And I guess they had to flatten that out here with the armor. But you do get that kind of flex here. Look at that. You even got a knife here, but it doesn't come off. There, you've got, this piece here. Sorry about that, guys. I keep hearing the camera. You do get a swivel here, and you get a swivel there. The legs, obviously, because there's nothing hinging in, the mechanism is being covered by this. You get that much of a kick, so you'll definitely be able to animate fighting Batman if that's what you want, or if he's a good guy. We do get the double jointed knees. We get the toe articulation, and the mechanism is inside the boot, so to help you stand up. Let's put the sword in his hand. Let's see what the sword looks like. And the sword, just like the other Azraels, do go into his hand very easily. And not to mention, guys, you can even trade off the sword with Blad the Impaler. Remember, Blad protected the Orthodox Church, so until he claims his falling with them. So overall, guys, I love this. I love this figure. I think it's amazing. Looks good. I don't feel like dealing with a blooper, so guys, I'm gonna grab a peg here, and I know that the old figures stand there perfectly. By the time you watch this video, you probably already saw my video of the Red Tornado, and I couldn't get him into that tornado piece, and I didn't want to try. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't feeling that piece. I was feeling the figure, but I wasn't feeling the piece. So overall, guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of this character. If it's ever in the wild and you're able to get it, I would highly tell you, if this is your thing, if you're into Knight Templars or if you're into Knight story arcs, I would tell you to get this. But for me, this is just me. This is what I like. So let me know, guys, in the comments. Share with me if you feel this character more than the red one. I definitely do. If you feel it more than the other one with the armored suit, this for me is my bag. Yes, it is. And I love it. So with that said, guys, share, like, hit the notification, and subscribe, guys. And with that said, I love your faces, guys, but me and Azrael, we're done. We're gonna go fight the unholy, so we are